Yeah, this should be interesting. I'm really excited about this. They're calling it a workboat. This is a tugboat. It is straight up a shout out to all of our Tugboat Patreon supporters. Thank you guys so much. You're awesome. You're our tugboats. You know who you are. You guys rock. They did this especially for you guys. Welcome back to Boat Week on the RC Sailors. Guys, we're here at the lake. We're gonna have a good time with this thing. It took me and Abby, careful now, about 20 minutes to put these little tires on around the edge.
No, not that long.
Are you sure?
Yes, it just felt like that long.
I recommend, now it comes with these extra little rubber tires. They're very cool. They make it look more realistic. I don't know how sturdy and secure, stable these are gonna be. They look like little chains, but they're kind of like zip ties that don't lock in place very well. I recommend using a small black zip tie and just that way it's way more secure. I like that this guy has a ton of attention to detail. It's got this actual piece of rubber on the front so you can
There's actually a couple pieces that need glued on, so we don't have those on yet.
And the best part about this is, you know, check out the little crane over here and stuff. The best part is
cool.
It actually does shoot water out of the top, or at least it's supposed to.
That's awesome.
Now this says you're supposed to set it in the water for about 30 seconds to let it fill up with water so that it doesn't capsize because it is tall, but there are weights already in here. So we're gonna abide by that and just have a little bit of fun with it, see if it actually works. I'm excited. And at the end of this video, Abby and I are gonna let you know what our personal favorites are for the entire week. So be sure to stick around.
Anything?
There we go.
Okay.
I think it does need to actually fill up with water. I think there's a sensor inside this boat, maybe.
That has to fill up so much before it'll even give you power.
I think so.
Well, this definitely hasn't been 30 seconds yet, so just give it the full 30.
So we have, seems like a little bit proportional steering. Yeah. And throttle is, we still have it, so I'm gonna let it go. All right. This will be the best boat of the week. It just looks so cool, doesn't it?
It looks like a toy. It's so cute.
We have proportional throttle. Let's hope that's not full throttle. There's full throttle. So yeah, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. It is proportional. The steering is proportional, which means it's not all or nothing. Oh, I saw a little fish swim by underneath. Poor little thing. And then we're gonna try the water gun here in a minute. So there's one prop down there and the whole thing steers to give you different directions for steering. That wind is kicking up. Oh my gosh. Look at the wind pushing us. It just got super windy. Now we have these water buttons that says spray water. Now I hear it. I hear the water pump working. So let's see if it'll actually work its way up through the hose. I'm going to try to fight this wind here.
The boat is going to capsize. It's leaning.
That's some nasty wind, isn't it?
Not really, though.
Well, I mean,
for this it is.
This, yeah. So let's see. I've got 2 buttons for water. What I'm trying to do is just...
It's probably like Amelia's bubble.
Yeah, I'm sure it's going to work up through the hose.
Yeah. You have to run it for like 30 seconds or so before it finally does anything.
I sure hope it works. That'll be so cool. But this is part of what we do here on our channel, guys. We want you to see the whole experience with us.
I'm really excited. I really want it to work.
I do too. Not seeing anything yet, though. Oh, okay, you can turn it on or off. You don't have to hold it.
Oh, that's good.
So I'm just going to drive it around for a minute in hopes that it starts to shoot water out.
And doesn't capsize.
Yeah. Whoa. Oh my God. Oh man.
Oh, it's leaning.
So this is definitely a very good looking boat, but I want that water tower to function for me to be able to really strongly recommend it, because that's kind of what you're paying for. What do you think of this, Abby? Doesn't it look really cool?
I'm scared to death. I'm gonna have to swim in after this.
That's full throttle, just so you guys know. I can hear the water pump still working, but obviously no water shooting out of the top. I know I got it hooked up right. There's just one hose that connects at the top. But I could take another look here. And I saw that there were lights hooked up, but I can't see any lights functioning on this. There's a red and green up on the top, and they're not on.
And the crane, I'm guessing, is not functional.
It's not functional.
Wouldn't that be cool if it was?
It does move, though, manually.
Yeah,
so if you want to
twist
adjust where it's at, you can. Boy, this thing is just rocking around. It is top heavy, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
But the tires on the sides and the rubber on the front, mixed with the little lifeboat, the crane, and the tower look super cool, but we're not getting any water shooting out. So what I want to do is get this into the shore here, take a look at it. I want to show you guys too. We can work on this together. If you have any advice, let us know in the comments. Let's take a look. Look at that.
That's crazy.
So it really did have to fill up with water.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Now, if we look at this, see, we are connected and there is water in there. I see water in the hose, but maybe it's not making a good enough connection from this point to this point. Let's try to get that a little bit better. There's a rubber seal in there. I'll see if I can twist that a little bit and lock it in there. I locked it in that time and it wasn't locked in the last time. Also guys, there's an American flag that comes with this.
Yeah, it's supposed to go on the tip top of this.
But I didn't see where to mount it, so
yeah.
That would be cool to add.
It almost looks like it's
now this pivots, Abby.
broken or something.
It pivots, but let's just try this again. I really want that water.
Okay, let it fill up again.
To work. How about you drive it this time?
All right. It even says, I don't know if you guys can see that. It says spray water right there on the.
But when you hit the button, hit either button one time, you can hear
I can't get the camera off.
the water pump working. I'll be quiet. So you know it's working. That's not, oh there it goes. Wow, that's a great shot. Okay, we just didn't have very good connection. That is super high. Can you guys see that?
It's gonna get us away.
Oh, Abby, don't shoot us. Don't shoot us. The camera's gonna get soaked. That is so cool. It is. They did get us. Now this boat is awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. Oh my gosh, that is the coolest, isn't it? I don't know if they can see that. Guys, it's shooting up like
it's taller than
5 or 6 feet high.
It's taller than these lower branches.
Yeah.
I can see, like,
wow, I really hope you guys can see that. Drive by and park it really close. Okay. And I'm going to get a super close shot of this.
It's hitting the tree right now.
That is now amazing. It just went up 20 more cool points. Oh my gosh, look at this. Okay, all right, I'm getting soaked. There we go. You guys see the water now? You see how high up it's shooting? Can you see that? It's hard to tell. It's up. Abby's gonna try to give you an idea. Abby, don't let it get bogged down in that shallow. If it gets in that murky water, back up a little bit because we don't want it to get in that murky water and get that nastiness inside the water pump. Good save there. Yeah. Isn't that so cool now?
It's like as high as I can reach.
I'd say that's at least 6 to 7 feet high on the water.
That's crazy.
Now that's an amazing boat. That's like one of my favorite boats we've ever had on the channel now that that's working.
It's pretty gimmicky, but it's kind of
No, that's not gimmicky. That's cool. Because the boat still functions really well. That is now like your actual rescue boat.
Do real life ones do that?
Of course there are real.
I've ever seen a tugboat shooting.
There are real boats that have water cannons on top. Yes.
Is that in case of a fire?
I would say yes.
Okay. I mean,
this is called a work boat. It's not a tugboat.
Well,
so
we see tugboats all the time.
But they're not. Look at that go.
Stuff.
Okay, stop the water shooting for a second. I just want to see. Yeah. So it's just an on-off button. You want to adjust the angle?
That do the same thing.
Yeah.
No, this is cool.
I like the angle. It's shooting up really high.
Water the tree sun.
It's a hot day, and that did feel good driving by, didn't it?
I want to drive it by again.
Okay, go ahead. I'm really happy now. I would advise those little chains, right? I still say zip tie those puppies on there if you want to have this out on the lake. Oh my gosh. Back up, don't let it get bogged down. You're splashed, you're getting my face in the camera. I think we got the lens. That is just so cool. Could you imagine like 10 of these running around together? Like everyone's shooting water up at each other and everything?
That's funny.
This is cool now. Okay, I can't remember what the battery connection type on there, but what it was like a 2S 1800 milliamp super common battery. We see those in our trucks all the time.
Oh, I was leaning a lot with the, oh my gosh.
With that wind. That is so awesome. I have the camera zoomed out so much. I'm hoping you guys can just see that water shooting up. That's blasting higher than any rooster tail has ever blasted on any of our speedboats. What a cool.
You can adjust the angle.
Yeah. If you wanted it to be up higher or down, straight in front even, if you didn't want to blast up so high. But that's just making me smile.
Yeah, it is. It's like better than a sprinkler if you're an RC enthusiast.
Oh, that's just the coolest. I could sit and watch this all day. This is by far the best boat of the whole week, in my opinion, so far.
Oh no.
So different. Uh-oh, big stick. Now the prop has this really cool protective ring around it, and that's nice because that could have just saved the boat right there. You are dragging a big piece of seaweed. Let's get this puppy in and get that seaweed off of there. Oh, you've got the wind to fight. Okay, you turned off the pump. Okay, don't go over there. It's a little, just back it up. We got to be careful, guys. I know it's hard to see on camera, but there's some murkiness right there. We're just trying to bring it in right here. We don't want to get the prop all chewed up. Boy, it's a beautiful day. The sun just keeps going behind those clouds. Here we go, tugboat. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, steer away from the seaweed, and good job. Not bad, not bad.
The prop's not running. That's how it was.
Well, even as the camera was off and I was pulling this out of the water, Abby and I were like, that's just really cool. That's just crazy and different and unique, and it made us smile the whole time we were driving it, especially once we got the water cannon working. There's a little seal in there, and I think it just has to get super tight. It actually twists and locks into place, so if you plan on picking one of these up for yourself, just bear that in mind. It was kind of tight. I'd zip tie these on, I've already mentioned that, and for some reason our lights aren't working, but there is wiring in there indicating that it should work. It's possible they, actually I think they're just really dim lights. They do look like they're on, so maybe at night you could barely see that. That'd be kind of cool. This is a fun boat. It's going to look really good on display. It actually comes with a little display stand.
I mean, there's details inside this.
Yeah, there's even a
wheel,
captain's wheel.
Yeah. Can you guys see that? Yeah, that's cool.
I like it. And if you are a detail-oriented person and you like to work on tiny things like this would be a really cool boat to add more lights to. There's all kinds of spots you could do that, like a spotlight on the front would be really sweet on this thing. 2 big thumbs up if you ask me, just for how unique it is and that it actually all works. I really, really like this. Very awesome. I'm just so happy to be out here today, and it just put a big giant smile on my face to be at the lake with Abby, driving this thing, and as we passed by, just squirting ourselves with water, it felt really good because it's super hot out today. Just made us laugh. I'm sure Amelia would really enjoy this too. And for all that, I thank God. I also want to thank all of our Patreon supporters, because without you guys, we just couldn't get out and do what we do as often as we do. And because of you, this content that you're watching and everybody's watching is 100% free, which is very cool. Thank you guys so much. Well, Abby, what's your favorite boat of the week?
Titanic.
Yours is the Titanic?
Yeah.
Can I have a tie?
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm allowed to have a tie?
Yeah.
I have a tie for first place. This super tiny speedboat.
Yeah.
Early in the week.
Although, I will say, I have way better boats that I like more than this. So, we will link my favorite boat here at the end of this video. So go check that out, guys. That's probably one of our favorite agreed upon boats.
Fair enough. That video will be popping up right about now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you there.
Bye.